Hi, welcome back to the Michelle Valentine Show, and this is the Sex Show. We did a show well back at the beginning of the whole Michelle Valentine Show thing, and we did a show on enhancing your sex life with various
bag of toys. That's right.
Yes,
I remember that.
And you realize that that is one of the most popular shows that everyone still talks about till this day.
Actually, I think I still have the brush that I got that time around. But no, that was fun. That was fun. And I think this is going right on those lines as well.
Absolutely. And you know, the show, Michelle Valentine Show, is about everything to do with love and relationships, and you need to be healthy.
Correct.
And
have a good
sex
life.
plays a great role in that.
Of course.
So absolutely. So we have Paulette Geller. Hello, Paulette. How are you? I'm excited to have you on the show.
Glad to be here.
So why don't you tell everyone what you're about and what makes you a sex expert?
Oh, I did want to comment on that sex expert.
I know you do.
Do you know, I have to tell you what my husband would say. My husband would say what Dr. Ruth's husband said a few years ago.
What was that?
And what Dr. Ruth's husband said was, she's all talk. She is all talk. And, but that's not exactly true. Actually, I've had to rehearse a little bit for this segment so that I I could speak from experience.
And research? Research is important.
Personal research is very, very important.
Well, we have your husband on the line right now, and
he will tell us.
We're kidding.
We have to be careful. Well, I'm executive director for the Winter Park Health Foundation, executive director of Older Adult Services for the Winter Park Health Foundation, and we provide a variety of services for older adults, and we have a very large component of community education. And this is one part of it. Sex is a very important issue for older adults, and it's something that traditionally we haven't talked about very much.
Right. That is true.
Until Dr. Ruth came along and made it kind of okay to talk about sex in public, not just private.
So when you say older adults, about what ages are you really talking about?
Well, the research that went into the development of this program was people over 60. But truly, you know, as I was doing my research, getting ready for this program, I thought about a few things. I thought about, first of all, back to Dr. Robert Butler and Myrna Lewis, who wrote a wonderful book called Love and Sex Over 60. They talked about two languages of sex and sexuality. There's a language of sex and sexuality that younger people have. That's the boom, boom, let's go, you know, and it's full of explosives and, you know, and can I say the O word here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I say the O? Probably can't, but multiple of those things that you probably can't say on this. That's right.
Okay. And you know, that on this
you can say orgasm. Okay. So that's what younger people really have. That it's like this great big, it's procreation, you know, and it's lots of intense sex. As you get older, there's a second language of sex that comes with time.
Which is?
And it's a language that has intimacy as equally as important as the orgasmic experience itself. And then there's physical changes that may come with aging that don't necessarily come with aging, that happen that people take with menopause for women, for men, of course, erectile dysfunction that Mr. Dole made ED, made very famous, you know, ED, otherwise known as erectile dysfunction, that can come with probably prostate, issues of prostate, or medications, high blood pressure medications can affect a man's ability to have an erection, have and sustain an erection. And women with menopause have a thinning of the vaginal walls and a decrease in lubricant secretions, so that
they don't
intercourse,
enjoy sex,
well, it may be painful. And you know, there's an interesting thing happened when Viagra came out, was here are these men, we found a way.
We are ready for battle.
Well, we found a way to kind of overcome the physical parts that came with changes of health, that might come with changes of health. What happened to the women, though?
They were left behind.
What happened to the women who still have thinning of the vaginal walls and decreased secretions, lubricant secretions as a result of menopause? So we had a little conflict here of the health community, the medical community, maybe not keeping up with what women needed to keep up with the men. So that's all part of physical sex. That part of that language is physical sex, but then there's the intimacy piece. And the intimacy piece has to do with cuddling and touching and just a need to be touched that may not even include intercourse. And that's another part of sexuality that comes into that second language of sex that we have as we get older.
But you know what? I've always put that part that you're talking about now in a very high place. To me, that's as enjoyable as the act itself. To cuddle, you know, and to be close with each other. I think that's very important to have that even in a young relationship, don't you think?
Sure. I think as you get older, you start looking for a more of a long-term partner as opposed to when people are younger. It's just fun, 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 and then.
But the other thing young people have is, see, what you all have to do that we older people don't have to do. You've got to turn off the beeper and the cell phone. And get out of that mode of being always connected and always communicating with something that we don't have. We don't have that. We have time.
So do you always turn off your pager and your cell phone?
You know what? I actually put them under the pillow, but I put them on vibrator. So we have an extra thing happening.
Stop right there.
Sorry. I do turn them off just in case, for the record. I turn off the beepers. Thank you.